Also this morning, the president says the new Department of Justice report totally exonerates him in the Comey investigation. And he blasted what he called the FBI's disgraceful, unprecedented behavior.
I think Comey was the ringleader of this whole, den of thieves. It was a den of thieves.
A surprise appearance outside the White House this morning as President Trump gave a spontaneous interview on a wide range of topics, including the new bombshell report from the Department of Justice.
The IG report was a horror show. The top people were horrible. You look at what happened. They were plotting against my election.
The new report from the DOJ's Inspector General lambasted James Comey's handling of the Clinton email investigation and revealed text messages between FBI agent Peter Strzok and DOJ lawyer Lisa Page, in which Strzok said the FBI would stop Trump from being elected.
Yeah, they said they will stop me. Well, in the meantime, the economy hit an all-time high this morning. Never been better. Jobless rate, the lowest, the best in 44 years, just came out.
President Trump also addressed his new relationship with North Korea, praising Kim Jong-un for his strong leadership.
He's the head of a country, and I mean, he's the strong head. Don't let anyone think anything different.
Right.
He speaks and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same. I have a fantastic relationship now with North Korea. There were missiles being thought about.
Yeah.
People aren't thinking about it anymore.
Mr. Trump also says he will consider lifting sanctions on the North once he's sure they can never use nuclear weapons.
Once we know that it can't happen, and I'm telling you right now, with the relationship I have, it's not going to happen.
But the president defended today's crackdown on China, announcing new tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese imports into the U.S.
We have the great brain power in Silicon Valley, and China and others steal those secrets, and we're going to protect those secrets.
The president also got personal, addressing the extended absence of First Lady Melania.
Well, the doctor said don't fly for a month, but she'll be able to very shortly.
And she's on the mend.
Oh, she's in great shape. She's like perfect. She and somebody said, did she have a facelift? No. Did she have this? Did she have that? I mean, the speculation. But no, she's doing fantastically well.
President Trump also said today he is open to inviting Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin to the White House this summer.